What is going on, guys, and welcome to the vlog. First off, I just want to say thank you all so much who ordered stickers. They just came in yesterday and they released on my website yesterday with yesterday's video, and you guys are killing it and I appreciate it so much. Because of your guys' help, we're able to order the tires that much faster, so it's all very appreciated, and I thank you guys a lot for it. They went out today, so you guys should be getting them soon. And yeah, so today we are rolling the fenders on the Soarer because, as you guys saw in yesterday's video, the wheels, they fit perfect, and I'm beyond stoked about it. But regardless, we still have to roll the fenders because the inner arch is gigantic and it won't work once, you know, the tires are on and stuff like that. So I'm on my way to Chance's shop right now, gonna get coffee, all that stuff, meet up with him, and then we can crank the fenders out today and get that done. And then after that, it's just get the tires and, you know, put the damn wheels on. So that's awesome. And I'm so excited to see this car on some wheels, dude. So tired of these wheels. But let's get to Chance's. And we got a Subi boy. Alright, so we just pulled up to Chance's shop and we kind of went over the car real quick, just thinking about what we need to do. I think what we decided on, we originally were thinking about pulling the fenders and quarters as well, but now that we've seen how the wheels will sit when the car is aired out, I don't think pulling is necessary, but I do think a flat lip is necessary to the point where the inner lip isn't at a 90 anymore and it's fully all the way up, tucked in. That should be good enough. The tire stretch that I'm getting is going to be pretty aggressive, so it should tuck in there just fine. But Chance has been doing some renovating inside here. He's got the whole floor on this side nice and painted now and everything. He's got this nice black mat that I'm going to pull in on, and that's what we'll do the work. So let's get this girl in. So you guys remember when me and Jimmy installed the side skirts on the car? We used the factory trim that went around here, but since we have to roll the fenders, that has to come off. We were originally just gonna snip it right here and then leave the bottom portion to kind of hold the side skirt in. But Chance has some good bolts that are pretty hidden, and when we get the skirts, you know, actually sprayed and stuff, we can get the bolts sprayed. You won't even see them. So we're just gonna self-tap them into the car, and that should be fine, and then we can proceed with the rest. So if you guys remember, in the last time that we rolled the fenders on the coupe way back in the winter earlier this year, I had Jimmy do that. Went down to Connecticut and hung out with him, and he cleaned out like the insides of the quarters and stuff like that. So we're just replicating everything that we did in Connecticut on this car, just to make sure everything goes smoothly. Everything's going fine. There's just a ton of shit that was inside of here, and we're just popping the little plastic tabs that were holding this in out because they're pretty beefy on the other side and they would get in the way. So coming along. Chance got new one-piece rotiforms on his Volkswagen, and then they look dope. And that kid David, actually, he lives like right up the street from me, and he came here and got his car bagged because of my reference, which is kind of cool. But yeah, she coming along. Dang, this man's getting fancy out here with the temperature reader and everything. What was that reading? 420, 69?
Yeah, exactly.
On the dot. All right, so we're learning very quickly that these quarter panels on these SC300s and Soarers are very strong. They're super thick. We were able to get it out. Hard to see. Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see where it wasn't rolled and where it is, and it'll probably work fine. Let me just try and zoom in here. The light difference is gonna be a little weird. Look to the right there. You can kind of see it started to fold the metal in a little bit in the way that we didn't want it to fold, but for the most part, the quarter panel is all said and done, which is dope. So I think that this side is pretty much done. and we're just gonna move on to the driver's side and do that side. All right, so rears are fully done for the most part. We are going to see if we need to do any more once the wheels are actually on, but I think that it should be good since I'm gonna be doing an aggressive tire stretch. The tire should just kind of sit right behind that and be no worries. So now we're just gonna move on to the front, do all that shit, and it should be good. You guys have seen fender rolling content before. If you haven't, I did it on the coupe a while ago and came out good. So this is gonna be no short, except these quarters are thick. These quarters are very thick. I'm pretty much blowing out Chance's fender roller by doing this, so I'll probably owe him a fender roller at some point, but we'll see. So when we installed these skirts, like I said before, we used the plastic trim that goes around the lip to hold the side skirt on, and we utilized the bolt holes that were on that. But since we have to take that lip off, we're gonna have to tap our own holes for the side skirts, which is no big deal. We're taking the liner off the front right now, and I think that the screws on the front for that lip portion actually hold the fender liner in, so we'll figure out if we have to tuck the fender liner up more or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I think that it should still stay up there fine with this lip removed, but we shall see. Oh yeah, it tucks up under the lip, so it should be okay. A lot of you guys were talking about relocating the harness that's on the driver's side portion of this car. That would be the case if this car was static and you'd be like super low and everything, but since I'm bagged, I'm aired up super high. I don't really touch it. There's a little bit of rubbing on there from hitting deep roadwork bumps and everything on the car, but that's just because of where I'm situated out of. My town and everything is just nothing but roadwork right now. So we'll probably get done in the future, but right now I don't see it being a big deal since I am on air instead of just coilovers. If it was on coilovers and my tire was like constantly hitting it, then it would have been done a long time ago. But for right now, I think it's all good. All right, so we got the two back ones done. We got the driver's side front all done. So now we're just moving on to the passenger side. Same thing, jack it up, take the strip lining thing off, re-bolt down the side skirt, roll the fender, put the wheel on, and it should be good. Liner thing does not hold the fender liner in. There is tabs behind it, so we can just take this off and it'll be all set. All right, guys, that is it. Can't really notice anything from the outside, obviously, because it's just fender rolling, but all four fenders, or two fenders, 2 quarters, are all rolled, ready to go for the wheels, which is awesome. I'm gonna put the order for the tires in today, and hopefully they get here soon, can get them mounted up, and then we can put the wheels on. I'm stoked. I'm happy with this. It's a small thing to do, but it's good to do it because otherwise you can't fit big wheels. So all these boys are rolled. You can see where we started and they're rolled all the way. So should be more than enough for the wheels. You guys saw how they sat in the wheel wells when I aired the car down. They're very, 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 very close, and the tire will be sticking in beyond that. So I don't think it will be touching, which is awesome. And even if it does, like I said, the more you rub tire, the less you rub tire. So it'll go away eventually. I'll cheese grater the tire off if I need to. No, it should be good. I do want, because I know that you guys have been asking, like, oh, when are you gonna paint the side skirts, all that stuff. I do want to get like a color matched can of paint and just go over them, even though it's not gonna match the car. it's just going to make it more aesthetically pleasing while I wait for the car to get fully painted. But for now, I could totally do that. So at some point, I do want to get a can of color matched paint, either from Napa or from Finish Master or wherever I get the paint from, and just do the skirts, do the rear lip when it comes, maybe even do the entire front bumper, just so that the car just kind of looks as a whole while we're waiting for other stuff. But this is good. I'm stoked that we were able to get this done today. Well, besides being off on that shot completely, car is all set, all done, fenders rolled, ready for some nice ass wheels. God, I'm so excited. Once again, huge shout out to Chance for coming through, helping out with this build. If you guys want to follow his Instagram, I'll leave it right here. Try and get him to like 1,500 followers or something. I think he's close to there. That would be awesome. He does a bunch of bag installs, exhaust installs, crazy stuff. If you're ever in the Maynard, Massachusetts area, definitely hit him up on Instagram, see if you want something done on your car. He's totally down to do it, and he just went full-time completely with this, so that's awesome. I'm super stoked for him. Fenders are rolled, we're good to go. I'm gonna take this thing to the car wash now because this thing is absolutely disgusting and just covered in stuff and shit. And one of the downsides of having your shop be in a barn pretty much, because it's all dirt to get in there. So this thing definitely needs to be washed. So let's go to the car wash. So before I leave, I actually asked Chance, because I remember seeing this in the comments, you guys have been talking about it. I have the option to air my phone up and down, air my car up and down with my phone, and we just haven't hooked it up yet. So Chance is actually hooking it up right now to the 3P controller, and then I'll be able to use my phone to air my car up and down, which is super cool. So yeah, after this we'll be able to do that, and that'll just be one more cool thing about this thing. Yo, that shit is so cool, dude. Right in the axles, or wherever that's bottoming out. No. That's all.
You could be like the rest of the guys out there and you could shave the control arm down a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend that.
That's extensive. No, we'll see how it sits when the wheels are on. I have high faith that it'll look just fine where it is.
I like how it bottoms out though right before fender gets on the lip, because honestly then you can air out anywhere you want,
right,
and you're never going to worry about crushing your quarters.
Right, so. Exactly. All right, now let's go home and wash this thing because it's filthy. Car cleans up so well. I always enjoy washing this thing by hand just because it always comes out so much better than like a touchless car wash, or it just comes out so much better. I love this thing. So that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. We rolled the fenders, cleaned the thing, hooked up my phone to the airlift. Shit's sick. Unfortunately, now that my phone's hooked up to the airlift controller, now it won't recognize my phone for the Bluetooth in the car, so now I got to mess around with that all over again, but it is what it is. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully we order the tires tonight or tomorrow, and they will come in soon. Hopefully get them mounted, put them on the car,
and everything will be hunky-dory, everything will be mint. So I'll see you guys in the next one.